Alright boys, in this video, I'm gonna go over how you can save 5 hours at least of your day. Literally, 5 hours out of your day. I'm gonna help you solve this. Why? Because I used to waste 5 hours out of my day, at least. We think we're being productive, but we know most of our days are just fluff. Let's be blunt. Most of our days are fluff. Most of our days are watching a bunch of content, eating a bunch of food, and then when we get to work, we like do a little bit of work and then we just stop doing it. Let's be honest. So in this video, I want to help you solve 5 hours at least. Just get rid of it. I want to help you maximize your output, maximize your potential, and maximize your routine, maximize your day, so you don't just waste your time not doing the things that you need to be doing. Because when we waste time, we end up not reading, we end up not learning, we end up not going to the gym properly. Like, it's all just random fake BS. And I want to make this like bulletproof, not just like help you, oh, do this for a couple of days. I want to make this bulletproof. We're gonna go over like a freaking entire iPad presentation. If you can give me 10 minutes, I'll help you solve 5 hours. Is that fair? I hope that's fair, bro. Because I mean, I'm gonna call you out in this video as well. I need to, and it's a win-win for both of us. So yeah. Enjoy. All right, welcome to the presentation. I had to make this. I spent like an hour making this for you. I'm telling you right now, this is exactly what you need to cut out the fluff in your day and just to save yourself hours, literal hours. Imagine like how much you can save, all the freaking time you're gonna have to do whatever the heck you want. I'm sorry. So like in this video, we're gonna go full in depth. You know, I'm gonna take this off because it's better if I do like this anyway. All right. So I have my iPad. We're gonna jump straight into this. Now this is something called death by 1,000 cuts. What does that mean? It means if you probably got 1,000 cuts, let's say someone came to you and they about to cut you 1,000 times, you're probably gonna die. Like even if it's small mini cuts, even if the cuts are so small, like they don't hurt like a paper cut. But if you do 1,000 times, you might bleed out and die, right? So this is the thing. You are, and I used to pretty much destroy ourselves, our procrastination, our productivity. We used to destroy that by doing 1,000 different things before we even get started on our work, before we even get started with our day, before we even, some of us, right when we wake up, boom, messages, boom, this. For the days I woke up with the most dopamine, the days I woke up checking this message, checking this video, doing this without my actual morning routine, those are the days where I ended up relapsing on bad habits. Those are the days I ended up doing random crap. Like, I feel like most of us are struggling with this, right? Like, let me know in the comments. Death by 1,000 cuts. Like, the reason why I put these screenshots is because even if you go on Instagram first thing in the morning, which is freaking crazy, but let's just say you do, unless you have work, you're gonna get caught up with these things, right? They're gonna try to recommend you like random videos. They're gonna try to recommend you freaking this, and then the messages. You're gonna check messages. You're gonna get messages in the morning, like, and then you're gonna check that straight away, and then you're gonna choose what clothes do I wear. I don't know why this guy's looking like that. He looks a little zesty, but yeah, you're gonna choose what clothes you're gonna wear. I can't choose black or white. You know what I'm trying to say? And then maybe you're gonna eat breakfast. I know this breakfast looks hella good, and I don't think 99% of us probably don't eat breakfast like this. I'll be honest, but I mean, it does the job. Like, you're just doing so many things before you start work, and you're literally cutting yourself. You're cutting your willpower. You're cutting your ability to do work. So let's go to the next one. So if you're being bombarded with a bunch of different things, no wonder why it's so hard to just sit down and do the work, right? It's so hard to focus. If you start your day with fluff, your day is going to be fluffy. Your day is probably starting with fluff. And your day, and I'm going to get into this, isn't starting with streamlined morning routine. Because if you don't do a specific routine, you're out of that identity. So if you're waking up and you're supposed to do a morning routine, but then you do other stuff and you're just like, I don't feel like journaling today. I don't feel like meditating. I don't feel like praying. Whatever. Right? I don't feel like taking a cold shower. Like, let's just say you're only messing yourself up. Unless like you remember, you realize this. The days that you don't have the morning routine, you'll just be less functional because you're out of the identity, right? So if you're going to start your day with fluff, your day is going to be fluffy, your entire day. Why? Because the way your brain is wired right now, it wants quicker dopamine release, which is why you see some people like this freaking guy. He wakes up in the morning and he starts scrolling right away. We used to do that crap. We used to just check Instagram stories first thing in the morning, check Reddit, check other disgusting naked women on, let's be blunt, first thing in the morning, jack off three. Not anymore. I'm not saying that anymore, but we used to, right? I'm just saying, like, why? Because our brains are so used to being comforted and they're so used to getting the quicker releases of dopamine. They just want to release dopamine straight away. Just waking up isn't enough. Just being alone isn't enough. Hearing the birds outside chirping in the morning, early in the morning, isn't enough. So this is why we're so mindless. This is why you'll see yourself mid working, right? And you'll just do like you'll be like doing mid work and then randomly you just go on YouTube recommendations and just start scrolling. And then you click on one of the videos and you don't even know why you clicked on it. Like you're like, oh wait, you catch yourself like why did I click on it? Mindless. Why? Because you're just looking for something. The work isn't enough. Okay? So it takes an average of 23 minutes to regain focus after being interrupted or distracted. This is freaking crazy. Because I catch myself sometimes. Let's just say I finished one block of work and then I'm gonna go search something up random. That's gonna mess up my work block. Let's just say I finished my work. I'm into football, soccer, right? So I'll just search up like, okay, how many goals did Ronaldo have like this year? I don't know why I get random thoughts or like I get a random thought about like this random city in Zimbabwe. I swear I don't know why, bro. I'm not even trying to like joke here. I'll just search up like capitals of Africa or like capitals of this continent. For some reason, I'm intrigued, right? But I don't realize like that's messing me up. Or for worse, for some of us, it's worse. We check Instagram messages, we check TikTok messages, we check TikTok notifications, we check iMessage, WhatsApp. That's destroying 23 minutes just by checking one message. Imagine that more. How many times we do that? Imagine how many hours is being taken away from us. This is so scary, bro. I swear it's actually so scary. So, copy my purposeful morning routine method. So, this is how I wake up with a purpose. I wake up with fulfillment because at the end of the day, bro, I'm trying to be honest with you. Why did we start self improvement in the first place? The reason why we started self improvement isn't just to make money, it's to become someone with purpose. It's to become someone fulfilling their full potential. It's to become someone who's seeing himself grow every single day. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it be nice to finally see yourself move forward, actually move forward? And that's where the fulfillment comes from. That's where the purpose comes from. That's where you get this inner drive. You're not just chasing money at this point. You're not just chasing this. You're chasing excellence, bro. So copy this morning routine method. First of all, no instant dopamine. Keep your brain fresh in the morning. I'm telling you, I've tried. I've tried. I've tried. I've tried. I've tried doing the notifications. I've tried checking the WhatsApp. I've checked my YouTube Studio before first thing in the morning, and it just destroyed. It just destroyed my brain for when I started work. But I would be doing random stuff. So keep your brain as fresh as possible in the morning, even if you're gonna do something. Let's say your parents tell you, or you like someone tells you you have to go do a chore first thing in the morning, and you have to drive someone to some place first thing in the morning, even though that's when you're supposed to work. That happened to me today. I still tried my best to not give myself any levels of dopamine, or very less. Keep it very less. Like don't check your freaking messages. Don't check notifications. Don't check YouTube. Some people watch YouTube videos first thing in the morning. It's one thing you're playing something in the background, but another thing you're watching. That's crazy, right? Keep your brain freaking fresh. Number two, 3 points of gratitude journaling. Again, this makes us think bigger than just money. This makes us grateful with good mental health. Did you forget that most of our time, it was like most of our lives, we had really bad mental health. We were depressed and unfulfilled. By having good mental health, all of that goes away. So you feeling behind, you're feeling like you're behind right now, you're feeling like you're not moving. Just be present and have good mental health, and you'll see so much change, and you'll see yourself finally fulfilled, and you'll start smiling. You'll finally feel like you're moving. And that comes from focusing on your mental health. And one of them is gratitude journaling. Or one of them is being grateful for where you are. Instead of constantly, bro, you're just going on Instagram, YouTube. This happened to me yesterday, bro. I went on Instagram, I went on YouTube, and I just saw this guy called like Brez. This YouTuber called Brez, and he's like a 20-year-old making bank, and like he has like a bunch of cars. Even though I'm like, yeah, good for him. For me, I was like, bro, like I kind of want that too. You know what I'm trying to say? So this is what I'm trying to say. Like, the more you look out without looking at your internals, the more ungrateful you are. Even though you might be the most richest guy in the world, but you'll see someone richer than you, and you'll be like, oh, I don't have enough. I'm broke. Like, what are you talking about, bro? You're a billionaire. You know what I'm trying to say? So make sure you got the gratitude journaling. Now, again, number three, prayer slash meditation. I don't know what religion you are, but there's prayers in the morning, especially for me because I'm a Muslim. So like I pray in the morning, but some of you are not Muslims, so it doesn't matter. But do prayers slash meditation again for fulfillment, for purpose, and for staying present. You know, one of the biggest things that's gonna help you stop this brain fog, stop wasting 5 hours in a day. Literally, this one thing: prayer slash meditation. Because you're gonna be present, you're gonna be focused on one thing at a time, which means that your brain will be more present when you're doing a work, which means that you're going to be more likely to not go and seek other forms of dopamine. This one thing might be like might get you there like 40%, 50% if you really focus on it, right? Then sunlight and quiet time. Just go outside, get some sunlight for 5 minutes, bro. Just get some sunlight. If there's no sun in where you live, just go outside for 5 minutes. And if you can't go outside, balcony. And if you can't do balcony, window, like something. But I recommend always go outside to your balcony or like get some real fresh air, and then quiet time. This quiet time, hear the freaking birds outside. Maybe journal, do something. It's so calm and peaceful, bro. I remember I do this. I try to do this every single morning, and I've never felt this peaceful in my entire life. I've never felt this peaceful in my entire life. Okay, next we got copying YouTubers. I told you in the intro of this video, I might call people out because I'm gonna call myself out. I'm gonna call the younger version of myself that kept doing it, right? So, copying YouTubers. Wow, damn. Let's be honest here. Let's be blunt. How many times have you searched up Daniel Dillon POV videos just to copy what they're doing? Which is, I'll explain what's wrong with that. How many times have we copied Iman Ghaji's morning routine, Andrew Tate's morning routine, this person morning routine, this person? How many times have you searched up routine? Let's be blunt. Hamza's morning routine, right? We have, especially in the last 4 weeks, we probably have. This is by far one of the most famous self-help topics, routines. My 5 a.m. routine, my 4 a.m. routine, bro. Even the freaking chicks, the girls, like they're doing it too. Like literally, like the girls are doing, like they're making these videos like 4 a.m. study vlog, top 1% woman routine, how much they're productive, my 5 a.m. routine for a soft life, and good for them, bro. If they're improving like that, I love that for them. But I'll explain. 5 a.m. morning routine with God, holy girl habits, is great, good for them, right? But here's the thing. So these get a bunch of views, right? Except almost 1 million views here, 1 million, almost 834K, 328K, 351K. They get decent views, and Iman Ghaji will probably get more. This Ronaldo one will probably get more. People are interested in seeing other people's routines because I'll explain. These are mostly fantasies because they think if I just copy the routine, I'll just live like them. If I copy Hamza, I'll just live like Hamza. Right? I'll just be Hamza. I'll just start working like Hamza. I'll just start working out like Hamza. I'll have the brain like Hamza, which is not true, right? Most of these are fantasies. You don't know what it took for these people to actually develop their routines. You don't know what it took for Ronaldo to do the extreme stuff he does. You don't know what it took for David Goggins to do the extreme stuff he does. I'm telling you, just copying him isn't gonna make people David Goggins, right? But yeah, majority of the people search up, oh, David Goggins routine. You're never gonna get to that level. Unless you actually do it, which is, I'll explain, right? It took endless, consistent days of waking up early. For example, let's say you want to wake up 5 a.m. You see this guy waking up at 5 a.m. You're like, oh, I want to be like him. It took endless, consistent days of waking up when they didn't feel like waking up. Frankly, they didn't feel like waking up. It took those days. Their brains are just rewired to do this stuff because they've done it so many times that they've literally turned that weak brain off, right? You know how there's a lot of YouTubers talk about it. You know how there's two identities: your weak self and then your strong self. They've done this enough times where the weak self has finally died and the strong self has finally become their regular self, which is why for them it's so easy to wake up at 5 a.m. because they've done it, right? Just copying won't help us. Here's why. This is a funny example, right? So this is a Bugatti Veyron, okay? Sick car. Amazing, right? I think a bumblebee color or whatever, right? So this is them. Wait for it. And this is us, bro. This is you or me if I copy. You get it? What I'm trying to say is, Yeah, sure, we might somewhat resemble them, but we're not gonna have their engine. We're not gonna have anything except like a little colorway. I hope this makes sense. This is exactly what happens when you decide to copy someone else, but then you don't realize what it took for them to get there. Okay? So we need to turn our brain into this Bugatti. We need to turn our brain stronger if you want to do the same thing. It's more about building an unbreakable mindset that pushes you past comfort. It's not about their flattery routines that seem so good. I understand. Get inspired, bro. You don't think I'm inspired when I watch Daniel Dillon and he's working 16 hours a day and he ends the day. He's like, guys, man, I just work like 15 hours. Like I feel inspired. I'm like, this guy's a freaking legend. But I know my brain isn't wired. So because when I watch him, when I used to watch him a lot, I used to think, oh, I'm gonna work like 10 hours on my laptop. It doesn't work like that. I need to know what to work on. Like I need to actually have tangible things to work 10 hours in the first place. Number 2, I'm not wired to work like that yet. I have to develop an unbreakable mindset like him in order to say no to my brain, in order to work that much. Okay? Key mindset shift. The more my brain can sacrifice, the more I don't feed quick, like I don't feed my brain quick easy dopamine, the more unbreakable mind is to do it anyway. Meaning, the less I expose myself. So I'm talking to you, bro. The less you snooze on the alarm, because you said that you want to wake up at 6, 7 a.m., but then you end up snoozing till 8, 9 a.m. or maybe 10 sometimes, and you're like, oh wait, what the heck? I'm so late. What's happening? Because we're supposed to be on self improvement. The less you allow yourself fluff. What do I call fluff? Things that keep you comfort. Things that keep you in a comfort zone, such as waking up and snoozing, and then you're going back to bed, such as having this easy dopamine that's just there, like Instagram on your phone. The more you can sacrifice these things and remove the fluff, the more you do that, the more you live by yourself, present, the more you have an unbreakable mindset to work harder anyway. Because you remove the fluff. You remove the things that keep destroying. Death by a thousand cuts, right? You remember. So number 2, let's move on to number 2. Do you even know what to do right now? Okay, I want to ask you this question because genuinely I didn't know what to do. Like I was looking for things to copy, but I genuinely didn't know how to even run my business. I didn't know what to do. I didn't because I was ignorant. Again, I was just thinking, oh, if I do the stuff like Iman Gaji, I'm gonna be rich like him. It's not gonna work, right? Are you even familiar with what tasks you must get done today? That's a very good question. I recommend list them from least important to most important. So right now, look at whatever you're doing. You have maybe you might be a university student, maybe you might be a 9 to 5 worker, maybe you just have a sole business and you're trying to figure out how I can work better, how I can save time. List your tasks from the most important to the least important that actually move the needle. This is what I call the needle mover method because you need to know what actually moves the needle and stop doing the things or reduce the things that don't move the needle, right? Just list them. Just list them. For example, this is from my personal program. I'm not. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna be like, oh, buy my program. But it's not like a course or anything. It's a coaching program. But this is the one of the one-to-one personal trackers that we provide, and I check every single like week, every single day. So to help you become more consistent. If you're interested, whatever. Like we can speak about it later. But this is from that program. And so this is from the one-to-one tracker. And for example, like we have like do this, do this, do this, daily priorities. Instead of just doing random fluff, again, we list down what are the things that are gonna move the needle from the most important at the top to the least important at the bottom, right? So list them from the least important, sorry, from the most important to the least important. I don't know why I did the opposite here. I apologize, big apologies for that. So number 3, break your day into different segments. For example, you're on self improvement. Your entire goal isn't just to work and sit down at your desk all day. Of course, I know we need to make money, we need to focus on growth, but growth comes from personal growth. Like you want to become your best self. You want to become the self that's consistently reading, consistently maximizing his output, consistently maximizing himself as a man. You want to learn. You want to be learning. You want to maximize your self improvement. So you have to break your day into different segments. For example, I'm gonna work, and then I'm gonna do what I need to do. I'm gonna go to the gym after this, and then I'm gonna come home from gym, and then I'm gonna go read. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna watch a bunch of lectures because I need to. I'm following a bunch of things I want to learn about, And then, if I feel like doing some more work or I have some other ideas and brainstorming in mind, I'm gonna come back to it. But you need to make sure you have times for deep work, learning, gym, eating, whatever you have different segments. Of course, eating shouldn't take freaking 3 hours. I'm just saying, have different segments of the day. If you have a lot of work in your daily priorities, then the deep work is gonna take more time. But it makes sense. Then you're not just confined, but you want to follow this structure. Let's say one day you have university. Let's say you have class. Like, oh, how the heck do I do it then? I have class. Well, again, follow the same structure from most important to least important. So let's say you have university class from 8 to 12, 4 hours. I don't know if there's 4 hours. 8 to 11, right? 8 to 11. Let's say you have a university class. Obviously, you're not gonna. I mean, unless you wake up at 5 to get like 1 to 2 hours of work before university, that's great. But let's say you don't. Let's say you wake up at around 7. You're gonna get to class at 8. So you didn't have any time to do any deep work. Well, after class, most important to least important. Get what's the most important thing? Work or gym for whatever it is for you. Okay, after class. But the moment you remove the fluff, the moment you remove the death by a thousand cuts, then you're not gonna get distracted as much because you're not gonna be going on Instagram in class. You're not gonna be doing this in class because you don't have them to cut you off. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's so much more simple. Break your day into different segments. Now I'm gonna give you a weekly challenge. Okay, create a routine based on your work and goals, and then follow it. Number two, follow it for a week without quitting. Implement the morning routine, right? Make your daily priorities as it's showed here. Break your day into segments, right? And then remove the fluff. So whatever things that are fluffing you right now, that are keeping you soft, that are keeping you in comfort, you know what they are. Snoozing. It could be snoozing. It could be just mindless tasks. It could be going on YouTube in the morning. It could be checking messages in the morning, WhatsApp, whatever. It could be checking statistics about your business in the morning when you really don't need to check it in the first thing in the morning, unless you do. I'm just saying, it could be all of the small things that seem so menial that don't seem big, which all add up. It could be, again, like, what clothes do I wear? Make a quick decision and So I want you to follow this for a week. And if you need any help, DM me routine, the word routine, on DM, so I know, like, what I'm trying to say. So just DM me that word. If you have any questions or if you need help setting it up, I'll just like personally DM you back and help you. And help you get. And if you need help with getting consistent, again, I can help you. And if you're interested in my program, it's called Discipline Accelerator. You can always DM me the word routine or accelerate in Instagram, and we can go on from there. It is a personal coaching program, and in my opinion, I made it so good to the point where like the entire goal is taking you from wasting your potential to becoming your most maximum output, working like a freaking machine, taking your self improvement seriously, becoming extremely consistent, getting rid of your bad habits, and just literally just making you fully maximize your output as a man. Okay, that's the program. Other than that, bro, I love you. Thank you so much for watching this, and if you stuck through this at the end. Bro, thank you so much. I know I'm a small channel, like no one literally freaking knows me. I don't even know if this video is gonna blow up or if it's gonna go crazy, but I hope this was valuable. That's all I care about. All right. Other than that, I love you, and I'll see you very soon.